Detroit Dave. Yeah. 31 Trey in the building. Detroit Dave on the motherfucking track. Yeah, 7 Mile. So I'm from the D, right? Detroit, Michigan, the murder mitten. So just sit back and relax. Let me tell you about my hood. Yes, I'm from the D, bitch. You better get your mind right.
What up, though? It's your boy, Detroit Dave. We right back with another one. And you know how we start these videos off. You see the Nike sign. And you know we about to get into some Nikes today. So, this one is going to be a rather short video, okay? This is the last weekend of the month. It's Labor Day weekend, right? So I know a lot of people are going to be off work. A lot of people are going to be heading out of town. Some people are going to stay home while others are going to be out and about. So whatever your situation is, I just wanted to give you a quick little one to end off the month. As a matter of fact, myself, my son's birthday is Monday. So as you're watching this video, I'm either on 75 or I'm back home in Michigan visiting my son. So I'm about to get out of here like right now. As soon as I get done with this video, I'm finna go. But I had to make sure I took care of my people. And we're gonna give you a nice little throwback, new retro review. Cause I like the box. And it's a classic silhouette. And although it is not my favorite Air Max of all time, it is a lot of people's favorite Air Max of all time. Now, I did give y'all a teaser when I did the Just Kicking It episode feedback and comments video. I showcased these just a little bit, but I wanted to do a more in-depth review because it seems as though these Air Max 95s are making a strong comeback in 2025, which makes perfect sense because it will be the 30-year anniversary of this sneaker releasing. And like I said before, a lot of people consider this sneaker to be the best Air Max ever. You'll have some that say Air Max 1s. Me personally, y'all know my favorite Air Max ever. I'm going with the Air Max Plus, aka Tuned Air. That's my favorite. That's my personal favorite, right? But the culture says that the Air Max 95 is the best Air Max. So, since it's making a comeback, since I have a pair, these were available for sale, but these about to be gone. Like somebody already hit me. It's already in the works. So you saw these in my for sale video a couple weeks ago, but now it's about to be over with. They didn't make it through August with me. So I'm blessing y'all with this before they get out of here. So this is Detroit Dave's Big Bubble OG Neon Air Max 95 in-depth review. So first we're about to take a look at this box because this box does go crazy. I always did like, and this is back in high school when I noticed this, I always did like the way that they have the Air and the Max blended in to make one word. I always thought that was super cool, and this did originate with the Air Max 95. Box is crazy. It's just like the original N95. This is how the Air Max 95 box looked. Okay. Again, you had that Air Max logo. And this is a size 11. Air Max OG. So, now that we've taken a look at the box, let's go ahead and pop this top open. Oh, quality control, huh? That's what y'all doing, Nike? Ooh. Now with the recent retro of the blue sparks, the mints, the baby pinks, this one right here is the OG that everybody knows and loves. So let's get right into it. The OG neons, man. That's some nice suede on there. Oh. bags, Balenciagas, the ones talked about by the fashion bloggers. You know me, I'm a Murcielago in the same lime green as them Air Max joggers. Shout out to my nigga Fab. He's from Brooklyn. Who else is from Brooklyn? Is my favorite artist ever. And then my favorite living artist ever, who was featured on that song on 2009's Loso's Way. When the Money Goes, Will the Honey Stay? Hove is on the hook. Fab was just discussing how his Murcielago is the same color as these Air Max joggers. Because this is a classic release. Like, everybody knows the classic neon 95s, right? So, speaking of Hove, he just charted because Cardi B came out and did a rendition of Imaginary Players. So now his OG Imaginary Players is charting now. I love it. Hove is my guy. And Imaginary Players just happens to be my favorite Hove song of all time. Blueprint is my favorite Hove album. My favorite Hove song is definitely Imaginary Players. So shout out to these niggas from Brooklyn. The Air Max 95 neon, man. I remember in high school, because this wasn't even the most popular color, like, in school. There was a white one. There was a white and blue one, and there was a white and red one. The white and red one got a lot of play in Henry Ford High School. These people had them, but more people had the white and gray and blue joints back in high school when they first came out. And then over the years, this particular colorway, it seems, held. More people seem to gravitate towards this one overall, in my opinion. I don't feel like the white ones, what are they called? The chilies? I don't know what they call it, but the white ones with the gray and the red, those were the ones. But as you can see, I like the gradient fade in. And this is something else that I feel like played a part in why I like the Fear 4s so much, because the Fear 4s also have this same gradient. As you can see, it starts from the charcoal, it starts from the dark, super dark gray to the charcoal, to the medium gray, to the heather gray, and it just fades up. And so as you know from the Fear 4s, it does the same exact thing. And I think that's part of the reason why I like the Fear so much. In addition to, they have a great leather quality, and it's just a dope overall shoe with the speckle on the back. I mean, it's just, Fear 4s is just, they hard to me. But as you can see, the Air Max 95 was the one who really started that gradient fade in look. And you can see. Now, in my opinion, I don't really know if this bubble is larger. If y'all own the 2020 release of these, if y'all own previous releases, does this bubble look larger to you than previous releases? I don't know. I mean, they call them the big bubbles. So I call them the big bubbles because that's what Nike is calling them. And that's what people is calling them. But in your opinion, does that bubble appear to be larger than previous releases? I don't know. Maybe. So you got the box that matches, right? One of the cool additions that I thought about the Air Max 95 is it tells you, like, it lets you know how many pounds per square inch each of the Air Max bubbles contain, right? And so I just think that it's super cool because it's even got the arrows showing you that, okay, the bubble in the back is 5 pounds per square inch. The bubbles on the side, 25. And then the bubbles in the front, 20, which I thought was a cool addition. Just kind of letting you know what's really good with them. You look at the back, it got that reflective, which is good for pictures. And what they really did it for is because if you running outside at night, then people need to be able to see you. So it's got the reflective strip right here. And it's also got the reflective right there. And if I'm not mistaken, some of this might even light too. But I could be mistaken. Don't quote me on that. This is just what I'm thinking. And so I feel like it was only right to give y'all a nice little look up close and personal, since the 95s are making such a comeback, and since I happen to have a pair in my possession. Now, like I said, these were always one of the most popular Air Maxes, but it wasn't necessarily my favorite Air Max. And since so many people are into them, give me your thoughts, like in the comments. Matter of fact, hold on. I gotta make that comment pop out. All right, so now, down there, in the comments, right down there. All right. What is your favorite Nike Air Max of all time? Is it the Air Max 1? The Air Max 90? The Air Max 93, some people rock with them. It's not a very popular Air Max at all. The Air Max 95, of course. The Air Max 96, which is I think that's one of the slept on ones. I think that's one of the ones that goes under the radar. People don't probably remember the Air Max 96. I remember the Air Max 96, and I thought it was a pretty dope sneaker. Air Max 97s, a lot of people love those. Silver bullets, gold bullets. Air Max 98s, never really was my thing. But if you like them, drop it in the comments and let me know. The Air Max 99 TLs, which went super hard to me. I remember those. And then, of course, my personal favorite, the Air Max Plus. Now, after those, that was like the original run of Air Max all the way up to 2000, right? After that, they started coming out with mashups, different renditions. You had the Air Max 360 with the full air unit. Then you had Air Max 360s mashed up with 97s, mashed up with 95s, mashed up with Air Max Plus. The most recent Air Max they got is the DN8. Before that, you had the Vapor Max that made a big splash. So it's been a lot of Air Max to choose from. But what is your favorite? Let us know. Let me know. And then other people in the comments, y'all let them know. And y'all also let me know. And then I'll let y'all know that my favorite Air Max is the Air Max Plus. It always has been. So yeah, man, I just feel like culturally, this sneaker made a lot of noise. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when you look back on it as a whole, I feel like this is an iconic sneaker. I think as far as Nike, as it goes with Nike, I feel like this one really put the Air Max on the map as far as people wearing it on a regular basis, because you had people wearing Air Max before that. Air Max 90s super popular as well. But I feel like this 95 was just so innovative with the styling of it. The multiple bubbles all over the shoe. And I think that's part of the reason why it had such a strong appeal to it. And so I'm gonna give y'all the full frontal on that, so y'all can see. It's cool. It looks like the box, like the shoe. The box looks just like the shoe. You know what I'm saying? And I like that. I like that aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? When you look at the shoe, you look at the box, you can tell that they definitely put design cues from the shoe all over the box. You got the mesh white netting right there, the mesh on the sole, that coveted Air Max symbol. Like I said, that the way that they blended Air and Max definitely debuted on this particular release of the Air Max. I'll give y'all that view from the bike. There you go. That Nike reflective strip with a bubble in the back like a pair of Air Maxes. Who said that? Damn, that's an old battle too. I think that's an X Factor bar. Shout out to Xy from my city. Well, we all know we waiting on Hitman and Mook. That's coming up next. I got Mook 2-1. Second and third round. That's just me personally. But yeah. That's a bar, man. What he said. Man, I can't remember. I got to watch that battle again. But it was X Factor for sure. It's an old battle. I think on this release, the stitching is much more defined. I don't think previous releases, the stitching was that. Like, you could see that shit. Like, the stitching pops out at you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, there you have it, man. I just wanted to touch on these and give y'all a nice little viewpoint and give y'all a nice little discussion piece for this week, man, to end off the month of August. We coming back next week in September with something new. And I think that people can definitely have a nice, I won't even say debate, a nice discussion about these, because Air Max are polarizing. There are some people that hate some. There are some people that love some. There are some people that like all of them. There are some people that only like one or two. Like I said, me personally, I rock with the Air Max collection as a line, but that Air Max Plus is number one for me. So there you have Detroit Dave's review of the 2025 retro release OG Neon 95s, man. I definitely appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all leaving a comment. If you want to subscribe, you can definitely hit that button and turn it from red to gray. When you do that, all you're going to do is just find out when I'm dropping videos. That's all it do. That's all subscribing do. It just let you know when I'm dropping a video. That way you don't miss my shit. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to do that, you can. If you don't, cool. I just appreciate y'all comments. I just appreciate y'all time. I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. So this has been Detroit Dave's review of the OG Neon classic Air Max 95s. I hope y'all have a safe, enjoyable Labor Day weekend. Get home safe. Enjoy your family, or just enjoy your personal time. And we will be back next month. It's your boy.
As the Renaissance, looking for a laugh and you honestly buzz, take a seat in Coco's Comedy Club. We done went downtown all the way from the mile. The last stop is the strip, better known as the Isle. I'm from the D, yeah, bitch. I'm